The Zone at 91.3 presents The B-Side.
Yeah, go, man!
Dylan?
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Jason, my favorite Jason.
Oh, my favorite Dan. You're now my favorite Dan.
I moved up.
Yeah.
Two Dans have been knocked down.
Well, Dan
right?
Ball's gone, so now you're my favorite Dan.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's the first time
I
you've
didn't
ever...
take him out. Just so you know, I want all the listeners to know. Like, I wasn't like, I'm going to move up in Dan rankings by taking Dan Ball.
Well, there's an investigation underway. I will tell you that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the tribunal.
Welcome back from the strep.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, feeling better?
I am feeling better. Strep throat hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Antibiotics are amazing.
B-side
True.
done.
Yeah, call it a day. So I'm here to talk about something you may not have heard of yet. There's a invention called penicillin.
Yeah, right.
It's killing it.
Oh, man. So what is on the B-side today?
So we're going to talk about a company that's got a local headquarters now called Borderless Internet. Well, the company's called Hyas, Hyas, but they go by borderlessinternet.com. And so there's a few reasons why, the Zone listener is going to care about that. One, we all stream a lot of content these days, and we're all online, getting our information a lot these days. And I think some of the things that people are most frustrated by are, one, the advertising. No offense to the advertising world, but things that pop up and get in your way or stop you from seeing what you want to see is a challenge. And so that's one of the things that their product deals with, borderlessinternet.com. They provide a product. I won't get into the technical part because I'll start saying a lot of initials, but they provide the ability for some ad blocking without you having to use a plugin, right? Okay. So if you use Chrome or Firefox, I hope you use one of those two, but if you use those, then you can get a plugin like ad blocker, or there are many others, and that kind of cleans up your browsing experience. So they provide that without you having to use a plugin. The other thing that a lot of people are worried about is phishing scams, spelled with a PH.
Yeah.
Right. So you know how sometimes you'll get an email oddly, that says like, "Hey, can you take a look at this file for me?" And you don't normally deal with that person. Don't open that. And phishing can lead to all kinds of stuff, and malware is another thing, and ransomware is another thing. So these are things that you got to deal with. And so there's a product made here locally, and the thing that most people are going to care about is if you use Netflix, then recently all the people using some sort of spoofing software to hide where they work to get American content, right? Because there's a difference between the licensing.
They really crack down on
that. They
that.
crack down and they shut all of them down. So the only one I know left in the world that works, there might be others, is this borderlessinternet.com. So you get a free 7-day trial, and if you read the welcome email, you can actually stretch that out to 14 days. So you can try it out with your rig. Make sure, some people, if you got Apple TV and a certain type of router, you just want to make sure that it's going to work for you. So you get the free thing. Then it's $4 a month. And it gives you the security, it gives you the anonymous browsing, it helps you with phishing, it helps you with ad blocking, and it gets you international content. And, almost always I felt pretty safe as a browser using the internet in North America. But I once spent some time in China. And they blocked.
Did you feel like they were watching you, Dan?
Absolutely. They are watching you.
They
can
were,
feel it.
yeah.
Like they throttle and choke and review everything that you're doing. Right? They block off sites like Facebook and other things. But another thing where this is going to come in handy is, you remember the Arab Spring and how important Twitter was as a mode of communication for the protesters, and they try and shut that stuff down. Right? They try and lock it out so people can't talk. Borderless internet is one of those things that's going to work around that. So it's going to give people the democratized access to content and to the internet. It's going to give them a safer browser experience. It's local. The guy who I know at Hyas is Sasha Angus, and the Greater Victoria Development Agency, which is now becoming YYJ Prosperity. It's like right now is happening, a new group focused on economic development for the city. He was the first executive director there, and he was there for 4 or 5 years. He went to Nanaimo to work in economic development and met this team at Hyas, and they created this company, and now they brought their headquarters to Victoria, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing.
Cool.
So where can people get details and links to download and everything?
Yeah, so borderlessinternet.com, spelled just like you would expect it to, is their website, and we'll throw up some details on alwayscheckthebside.com.
Fantastic. Dan Gunn, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.